How to make a straight joint in an XLPE, cross-linked polyethylene, cable. To make a straight joint in an XLPE, cross-linked polyethylene, cable, you'll need to follow a specific procedure to ensure a secure and reliable connection. Here are the general steps. Materials and tools. XLPE cable with the appropriate voltage and current rating. Cable joint kit designed for XLPE cables. Cable stripping tools. Cable insulation and semi-conductive layer removal tools. Cable cleaning materials, usually solvent or cleaner. Heat shrink tubing or stress control tubing. Cable joint compound. Heat source, usually a gas torch. Insulating tape. Cable connectors, if necessary. Procedure. Safety first, ensure that you are working in a safe environment, wearing appropriate personal protective equipment, PPE, and that the power supply to the cable is turned off. Prepare the cable ends, strip the insulation and semi-conductive layers from the cable ends, following the manufacturer's guidelines and using the stripping tools. Clean the exposed cable ends with the solvent or cleaner. Prepare the cable joint kit, open the cable joint kit and familiarize yourself with its contents. It typically includes components like stress control tubing, heat shrink tubing, connectors, and joint compound. Assemble the cable ends. Depending on the type of XLPE cable joint kit, you may need to insert connectors onto the stripped cable ends. Follow the kit's instructions for proper assembly. Apply stress control tubing. Slide the stress control tubing over the cable ends, ensuring it covers the stripped portion and overlaps onto the cable insulation. Connect the cables. Join the cable ends together, ensuring a straight alignment and proper connection according to the cable joint kit's instructions. Heat shrink tubing. Slide the heat shrink tubing over the connected cable ends and heat it using a gas torch. The tubing will shrink and create a watertight seal around the joint. Apply joint compound. Apply joint compound to the connection area to provide additional protection against moisture and contaminants. Follow the manufacturer's recommendations for the specific compound you are using. Wrap with insulating tape. Wrap the entire joint with insulating tape to further protect it from environmental factors. Test the joint. After completing the joint, perform necessary insulation resistance and continuity tests to ensure the joint is electrically sound. Seal and protect. Seal the cable joint kit's enclosure, ensuring it's watertight and protected against environmental conditions. Documentation. Properly document the jointing process for future reference and maintenance records. Always follow the manufacturer's instructions and guidelines specific to the XLPE cable joint kit you are using, as procedures may vary slightly depending on the kit's design and components. Additionally, it's important to have a qualified electrician or technician perform cable joints, especially in high-voltage applications, to ensure safety and compliance with regulations.